here and exercise our First Amendment rights to freely assemble and to free speech. Naturally, of course, some people in Washington don't approve of that, and there's an act going through Congress right now called the Disclose Act to try to put a lid on gatherings like this one and on speech like this, at least through the November election. We've got somebody to come up and talk to us about that, but before we hear from her, we're going to hear from Republican nominee for Secretary of State, Robert Enriquez.
My name's Robert Enriquez, and I'm going to be your next Secretary of State. I'm an immigrant. I was born in Honduras. I came to this country when I was 13 years old, and so I know what it's like to arrive here for the first time. And let me tell you, it's the freest country on earth, and we have every right to fight for it, and we have every right to die for it if we have to. So when my country asked me to stand up and be counted, I said I'll go. And I became a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps under Ronald Reagan, the greatest president this century has ever seen. I never let anybody talk for me. I talk for myself. When it's time to stand up, I said I'll go again. I'm going to run against Jesse White because this state is under an immense debt load and an immense load of corruption and stench that we've got to get rid of, starting in Chicago all the way down to the end of Illinois. And I need your help to do that. When my state asked me to bring jobs here, I brought them. I brought them from a maquiladora in Mexico, and it's doable. You don't have to ship jobs out of Illinois. You can bring them back here, and I promise you as Secretary of State, that's just what we're going to do. Not like my opponent. Look out in front of you as you're driving home today or maybe tomorrow. You're going to see rusted plates in front of you. The numbers around them are oxidizing. Those plates were manufactured in Canada. So think about it. Think about what I am telling you. I'm telling you that this state takes your billions of dollars in the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity to try to keep manufacturing in Illinois, and a constitutional officer that's been there 12 years is shipping jobs out of Illinois. That's wrong, and I'm going to change it. Traveled all over the world as a business person. Never been in politics. And that's what the framers wanted me to do, and they want every one of you to do too. Participate in the political process. So, I'm running for Secretary of State because in Indiana, for instance, they get it. To incorporate a company in Indiana costs $90. To organize an LLC here, in Indiana, is also $90. To incorporate a company, small business, $150. And to do an LLC is $500. Think of what I'm telling you. In Indiana, they understand how to grow through small businesses, through individuals such as yourself that are willing to take a risk. And I'm willing to defend your interests in taking that risk. I want your taxes to go down. I want your fees to go down. Your license plate stickers to go down. Speaking of those license plate stickers, 15 cents to manufacture them. 15 cents to manufacture them. They're charging you $100 for them. Round numbers. Yeah. $100 profit. Yep. Times 10 million vehicles. And this is what I'm telling you. I've traveled all over the world and I've seen this too many times. This is how your freedoms are stolen from you. They're telling you they're taking $100 from you times 10 million vehicles. That's $1 billion year in and year out to fix our state roads, and they're not getting fixed. And why they're not getting fixed? Because we're not doing anything about them by getting them out of office. And it's time to get rid of them all. That's exactly how it happens. Been to Russia, Saudi Arabia, been all over the world. And that's exactly how it happens. Little by little. And pretty soon we've got a big mess on our hands, like $13 billion in uncoverable debt. In 1,000 seconds, my speech will have been long gone, long over here. That's 15 minutes from now. 1,000 seconds, if every second is $1, 100,000 seconds from now, it's going to be 27 hours from today. 13 billion seconds from today is 444 years from today. We don't have that kind of money. We're stealing from the people of Illinois. We're mismanaging the funds. It's time to change the things at the Secretary of State's office. I'm Robert Enriquez, and I'm going to be your next Secretary of State. Thank you very much.